Cool. I think I got this. Should be. It's gonna start streaming over Coop, YouTube, Twitch, and everything all at the same time.
Oh snap! Okay.
It's pretty sweet, man. No, I'm excited. I think some other people will show up too. We got this Discord limits us to 25 people jumping into the thing, so might go slow at first, but people start jumping in.
Cool. We're gonna be live for like an hour, right? I'm happy to go longer though if you want.
Yeah, today's Thursday, man. We don't have anything till later on. We got jazz late tonight, but that's in like 4 hours. So if
Okay,
you feel
so
like
it's
going
just
over, it's nothing stopping you.
sweet. We'll see how it's going.
I may go out and do another retweet too.
It's TokenSmart on YouTube, right? Or on Twitch. Got it.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh.
Let me know if that all looks good. Trying to bring it in here so if other people start talking in Discord, we'll pick them up too.
I think if you don't mind, I might ask you not to restream me on Twitch just because I don't want to step on it. I told Down to Quest I wouldn't be on Twitch until April 10th. Coop and Discord and other platforms are okay, but Twitch is like the main one that I shouldn't be on. If there's if you don't mind, just ixing that one for now.
Yeah, that should
I appreciate that.
should be it
I
right
was just
there.
thinking about that. I'm like, yeah, it's probably not ideal for me, unfortunately.
No, that's all. I mean, I can set up other channels too. I was messing with DLive for a little bit and stuff, but right now I got YouTube and Coop working, and
Nice.
as other stuff comes on, dude, we can start adding those too.
Heck yeah. Yeah, I tried restreaming to DLive way back in the day. It was never really worth it.
Yeah, yeah, they were like really early, and there was a lot of jankiness there, but the idea was cool. But
What's up, Base God? Can you hear me, man? Mic check. Nice, dude. How you doing? You here to do a little smoking? Oh, you're still at work? What do you do for work, dude? Later? Nice. Got all the different chats pulled up that we've got at our disposal. What's up, Total Recall? How you doing, dude? Welcome in. So are other people going to be able to join us in the Discord call, or is it just going to be me in the Discord call for
no, the
us?
Discord. If anybody jumps into the TokenSmart Discord server, you should be able to jump into the live chat channel.
Cool.
If you're not on TokenSmart, it's just it's the Vanity URL NFT.
Discord.gg/NFT, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if I'm hoping to see some people's bongs and rigs and stuff that people want to share, hopefully. See what people are working with. I'm gonna be showing my stuff off.
Sweet. Yeah, anybody who joins the Discord one should be able to show it back.
What's up, Rizzler? How you doing? We'll see how many people we get in here. But I think at the very latest, our first dab sesh Blazerino ignition is going to be in 15 minutes for 4:20 Central Time. I like to smoke at the 4:20s. Just tuned in. Very cool, man. Yeah, we've only been live a few minutes now. Thanks for coming by, guys. Hope everyone's feeling great today. Is there anyone in the chat that's going to be token it up with me? Smartly token. What's up, Bonito? Dude, this is my first time on Coop, guys. I'm pretty excited. Coop looks pretty cool. Say less. Am I talking too much? My bad. I'll dial it back. Oh, guys, it's my kitty. Get the hand cam. What you doing, kitty? Is it working? No? Why is this camera not working? Oh, there we go. What are you doing, kitty cat? There he is. You guys are lucky I cleaned up my room today so I could show everything off. How majestic. Anybody got a cat or a dog in the chat? That's Mulder. From Espana. Hell yeah, what are you smoking? Dude, like Spain? You go to Spanibus? Dude, that's a goal. Is to make it to Spain for Spanibus next year. I hear Barcelona is pretty sick for getting stoned. You have a turtle? What's your turtle's name? That's tight. Charles. Lovely. Charles the tortoise. Is there a difference between a tortoise and a turtle? Or is it a tortoise? Or is that inaccurate? All right, you guys want to help me pick my first dabs today? Check it out. I've got my herp cooler from 710 Labs here. We've got mango cookies, wax, Afghani live sugar wax, cherry 7-Up rosin, and miracle mango rosin is what I got in the box right now. Always tried to bite you. Bummer. Yeah, that sounds like it would hurt. All right, 13 minutes. Favorite za to smoke? Dude, I am almost exclusively a dabber. I very rarely actually smoke, to be honest. It's all about that vaporization with me. Even when I am messing with the herb, I like to vaporize it when I have the opportunity. We have a volcano. But I like the more kind of gassy indicas in that regard. Yeah, I'm not always into the fruity strains. I like more like herbal, funky type stuff before. Oh, dude, the difference is crazy, man. The taste is way different. The way it feels in your lungs is way different. For me, I never liked the taste, like the way it leaves like a taste on your lips, that like burnt taste. Not about it. What's up, Oleg? Welcome in. Are you here to Toke with us? We got someone else in the Discord, guys. Big hype. But yeah, with just flavor or with just the flour, it's a huge difference. And then obviously like dabs you don't smoke at all really. Although you can kind of, I guess you could put like rosin in like a joint and stuff like that. People do that shit, but I'm not really about that either. But technically, I don't really know the exact science, but there's like a different chemical process that is happening when you're, they call it combustion, right? When you're actually burning stuff. Um, you're like transforming the molecules in a different way versus like when you're vaporizing, it's more of a state change. You know, you're going from like a solid to a vapor versus like when you add the flame, it's like completely rearranging and changing shit. What's up, Sirius? Welcome in. How'd you come up with the name Jack the dabLad? Dude, it took me way too long to be honest. Hours of thought and contemplation. I met a dude at TwitchCon last year named That Young Lad, and I was like, that's a cool name. I like lad. And you know, it was like all about like kind of trying to brand myself in a way that because my goal is to be like a cannabis content creator, influencer type dude. So I was trying to kind of brand myself in a way where it gives me a really strong niche. So I feel like there aren't as many people that are kind of like exclusively about vaporization and dabbing. So, and that's what I'm really about. So it's kind of like a way to communicate what I'm really passionate about in cannabis. Um, we used to I used to smoke in a place called the Dab Lab. So for a while, I would always miss say my name and say Dab Lab, but we've gotten there. Um, it's been fun so far. Most of the people that are like really about cannabis and like in the scene, they like dab and stuff. When I tell them my name, it usually gets a pretty good smile. So I think that's a good sign. What time is it? 3:11. All right, let's decide what we're smoking on. We're gonna smoke on some good stuff first. I'll start with some of the rosin. Let's do some cherry 7 Up. Right, dude. The IRL trial is what. Well, dude, it's also about that search engine optimization though, because like part of me uh, at first I thought I'm like maybe my name will be like 420 Jack 710 or something because it's like having like a tag in your name. But yeah, put a lot of thought into it. I really enjoy branding and stuff like that. So it was really fun to kind of develop my own personal brand over the past few months and get ready to kind of launch that for you guys. I've been working on merch and all sorts of shit. You guys should see my first prototype hat. It's pretty bad. Let me grab it for you guys. It looks like eggs. I look like the yolk lad. First attempt at a hat. It just looks like eggs. You game? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm not a huge gamer because I've spent way too much time trying to turn that into a career, so I've lost a little bit of my passion for gaming, but I still enjoy it. But anytime I play games, unfortunately, I have to have some sort of like purpose behind it a lot of the time, whether it's hanging out with friends or recording for a video or something like that. But Rocket League is one of my main jams. I've been play some Fortnite and stuff like that here and there. All right, check it out, y'all. Cherry 7 Up rosin. Boom. Gorgeous. Get a good chunk here. Boom. So this is live rosin, pretty much the pinnacle of cannabis at the moment. Rosin is a solventless concentrate which means that it's created without using any sort of like chemicals or anything like that to extract it. What about you guys? Anybody play games in the chat? Yeah, this shit is super yummy. Just got back into StarCraft, dude. What a classic. StarCraft 2, I assume. Dude, I never really got into playing StarCraft, but I remember probably like 10, 12 years ago, I was like super into watching Husky StarCraft on YouTube. And for whatever reason, I would like watch StarCraft 2 pro matches and commentaries to like fall asleep. It was like my bedtime content. Super fun. I just love esports, man. Competitive gaming is so sick. Rocket League esports. That's what's up. Oh man. 6 minutes. 6 minutes until 4:20. Should we wait or should we just do it? Yeah, you remember Husky StarCraft? Dude, that was the shit. Fucking his like songs that he made and stuff. Too funny. I was big into Warcraft 3 custom games. That was one of my jams. That's pretty much the closest I got to StarCraft. I was one of my buddies who lives in New Zealand. He was playing some Warcraft 3 and he told me he was playing custom games and it got me thinking. I remember that back in the day, me and my friend, like in high school, I think we actually made our own custom game called Dragon Wars. It was like kind of a Dota knockoff. And I Googled it and it's still online. And so I downloaded it and I can host a match of it to play. We haven't gotten a chance to play it together, but I'm excited to try it out. All right, 4 minutes till lift off. Who's gonna be blazing with me? What's everybody smoking? If you know your strain. I've got an E-rig here from Dr. Dabber. This is a Boost Evo, and one of my buddies here in town is an amazing glass artist. He made this, and I scooped it off him instantly. This was his first attempt at um, a piece for this device. When you make glass for like an e-rig like this, it's kind of tough because most of the times, when you're making a glass bong or whatever, you're not really, the only constriction is like the joint that you attach to it where the banger is going to go in or whatever. But there's a lot of specifications that have to be exactly right for it to work the way it's supposed to. And he absolutely nailed it first try. Shout out to Scoet. I'm also going to give you guys a really gorgeous melt shot here, so get excited. Is anyone smoking with me? No one in the chat is going to be smoking nothing? Come on, where are we at, y'all? Where are my tokers? Thank you again for hanging out today, guys. This is dab number 1. We'll probably be doing quite a few here. And I'm hoping that we get some people joining me in Discord. If we might have to bring out some games. We'll talk to Tristan and see if that's cool. We could play something together, or you guys could watch me play something, depending on what you want to see. If you want to see some high-level Rocket League, I just bought a new computer yesterday for today so that I could give you guys the pinnacle Jack the dabLad experience. Because I had an old PC, but it was not good enough to play Rocket League the way I'm used to. So it felt very handy. That's why I haven't been gaming much. It's because I don't know if you guys have ever had that experience where you have like a really badass system and you're just playing games at like perfect quality and stuff, and then you have to go back to kind of like a normal mid to low grade PC, and it's just like you feel so like you're on crutches. It's unfortunate. Thus is life, though. All right. It's 3:19, aka 4:19 Central Time. I'm in Colorado, so it's Mountain Standard Time for me. But I love celebrating 420 with people. If you guys ever want to smoke along, you need somebody to blaze with, you know who to call. I'm Jack the dabLad on all socials, pretty much. Bro, what the? Hello? What just happened? My camera just didn't appear for a second? Okay. Go time. Engage. We are heating, and I deactivate the heat so that we can really watch it melt slow. Dude, it's just so fun to watch. This is vaporization. Cheers. Happy 420, everybody. Thank you for toking along with me. Shout out to TokenSmart and Trislet for having me in here. So tasty. Dude, I'm a pretty smart toker, guys. I gotta say, I bet I'm one of the smartest with my techniques. That's why I'm here to share them. Oh my god, that's cloudy. Oh my goodness. That's all right, guys. This is the first dab of many today, and also the first toke along of many as well. We'll be toking together for a while. I'm not going anywhere. Oh my gosh. So probably only halfway done with that dab. That was a quite a schmammer. Let me show you. Dude, I have all my freaking spots where I place things. Look how much damage we did. Still quite a good puddle of oil there at the bottom. My camera. I'm like, is it blurry? Well, I think it's okay. I'll just poke myself in the eye. Forgot how this shit works. Yeah, dude, that dab freaking did me dirty. Oh, I gotta recollect myself before I try to finish that bad boy. I'm breathing on manual right now. Get an alternative camera angle for you guys. Keep things fresh. Oh, I'm sweating. Oh my goodness. So where's everybody from who's hanging out right now? I heard someone was from Spain. That's awesome. You can get as specific or unspecific as you like. My address is 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. No. I live in Colorado Springs, though. Colorado Springs is a really interesting and beautiful city. Very pretty. It's got a very interesting political and social climate. But you've got some of the coolest mountains in the world right next to the city, which is pretty dope. Holy cow. Mic mute. Yeah, dude. I'm not gonna blast you guys like that because I cough pretty hard, dude. Also, I'm the kind of cougher where people in real life, if I'm coughing around you, if it's like the first time someone's in the same like vicinity as me when I'm dabbing, they're almost always gonna be like, "Dude, are you okay? Like, are you good?" And I pretty much always have to be like, "Yeah, this is how it always is." The hero this city needs. He did half of a big dab. That's right. I got you guys. Excuse me, one sec. Anytime I do dabs or smoke weed in general, really, it's just my nose is a faucet. It's so interesting. I feel like everybody, everybody's bodies react so differently to cannabis. That's one of the fascinating things about cannabis is, everybody has an endocannabinoid system, and everyone is different. So the way terpenes affect us, which is the main thing that like differentiates strains of cannabis from each other. Um, it's all going to affect us differently. So it's really like um, the more you can have that self awareness to know how things affect you, um, the more you can dial in the best ways for you to utilize or consume cannabis. Because you can't just really go off what other people say because of that. That's why it's so interesting how there's all this like data on strains um, of like, oh, this is Gorilla Glue. You type it in on Google or whatever. There's like 50 different websites that'll tell you what Gorilla Glue is. But what that is, first off, the way it's grown will affect its expression. So the way it smells or what kind of terpenes it have, that'll vary every single time someone grows it. It's so freaking crazy. It's like we're all just like doing our best to chase after information create information that's really just like feelings in the moment at the end of the day. Stoner thoughts with Jack. Let's smoke more. Cheers, y'all. We're going back in. Quick burp. This glass is like expert mode smoking because you really can't tell how big of a hit you're getting because the glass is already kind of little cloudy. Because when you have clear glass, you know, especially when you're dabbing, you know, when you're smoking shit, smoke is smoke at the end of the day. Although even with, you know, a proper bong hit, you know, there's a difference between white walling it and getting that like thick yellow smoke versus like kind of a lighter, less condensed hit. But yeah, it's hard to tell what's going on in this guy. Just check it. So completely clear right now, right? Let's see how it changes. Like barely perceptible. Right. Remember, always Q-tip after your dabs. Skip. Got a little ISO in there if I need it. That's how you keep everything nice and clean without having to do anything mean to it. All right. What do you guys want to do now? Should we play a game? Should we talk more about cannabis stuff? Anyone have any questions for me about anything? We could talk crypto. We got someone in the Discord. Felons, what's up? I think he's server muted right now or something. Yeah, he doesn't have permission to talk. Tokens am I eyeing? Like
Yeah, how about that?
tokens.
I think I just let him off. Yeah. Hey, felons, what's
Nice.
up?
Yeah, dude, you trying to smoke? I can hear myself a little bit in your stuff. Slight echo.
Can you get? Oh, you know what? I've got a soundboard issue, so I'll switch off my soundboard. I'll come back in a sec.
No worries, dude. Yeah, see you in a sec. Guys, we got someone to smoke with. Let's go. So tokens, is that? All right, are you talking NFTs or are we talking like coins? Dude, to be honest, guys, I've been out of the crypto loop. I've just been diving back in since like me meeting Trislet and getting introduced to TokenSmart was like my first crypto involvement in quite a few months. And at the end of the day, like I'm just barely like above like crypto. You know, I'm not a crypto expert. I'm a crypto novice. I would say I'm like one level above crypto novice. NFTs. Dude, I just had to sell an NFT to buy this computer and pay rent this month. So I'm more of a what it's more of what tokens I'm looking at selling, unfortunately, right now than buying. Because yeah, I've had my established bags for quite a while. Um, yeah, yeah, I don't think there's anything that I've seen lately that's really got my eye. Um, I'm always looking for the good cannabis projects. You know, it seems like Monster Buds is like one of the only cannabis NFT projects that seems to be still around and still like doing stuff. I've got a few Clone X. I've got a CryptoPunk, and then those are pretty much my bags.
Man, that's funny. You know, I've been in the crypto space for a long time, and I feel like 2018, 2019, there was like 5 or 6 projects. There was a couple games, like growing games that they tried to do that were more like weed oriented,
Yeah,
and then they sort of fizzled out, and then people like stopped. You know, but I'm like, it feels like it's rife for innovation. I mean, you can do all kinds of stuff with it. Like, why not, right?
yeah. Secret Sesh NFTs are still relevant, but those are kind of like very specific utility based. I'm really excited to see what Tim does with them over the next year because I know they're not going anywhere. um, and yeah, Monster Buds. I had like a bunch of. I was big into the Crypto Cannabis Club. I was real bummed when that shit went under. Um, but yeah, I tried to check out most anything cannabis related, and it seems like yeah. I'm curious if anyone else has anything. How you doing today, felons? You want to chime in now, man? Check if your mic's working.
How about now?
Check, check.
Check, check. Can you hear me okay?
Still echoing. I think it's
No
just because we're coming out of your speakers.
It's true. It used to never be a problem though. Weird.
Yeah, it's a bummer. Maybe do you have like noise canceling on through
I
Discord?
might
The
have
noise
turned it
suppression?
off because I was trying to play music. So let me get rid of that. Yeah, or turn it back on.
Yeah, that might happen.
I just hate I hate Discord audio, that is.
I feel that. Lose a little bit of control for sure.
Okay, how about now?
Check 1, 2.
Check, check.
Yeah,
Test,
yeah.
test.
Yeah, I think that's a lot better.
Okay, yeah, I just turned on echo cancellation.
Very good.
Yeah, so
I
I'm a musician and I've been playing quite a bit across the metaverse, and I did a little performance through the what's it called? Metagame. They've got this Bard's Night that Jose Cabrera does, and so I was playing there.
That sounds cool. What kind of music?
So most of that, what I play in these situations is solo acoustic instrumental stuff. So it's
Okay.
all my original material.
Nice. Like do you play like a guitar or
Yeah, so acoustic guitar, it's I consider it progressive rock meets folk, so I sometimes just call it progressive folk. And so
hell yeah, I like the sound of that. That sounds dope.
yeah, and so little, um from my age group, you could say. A lot of Rush, a lot of Triumph
Okay.
influences,
Sick. Yeah,
so
we'll have to get your can you like post your information somewhere for us so we can find your stuff or like connect with you at some point before you get out of here today?
sure thing.
Yeah, I'd love to hear what you got going on.
Audius, but of course I've got a bunch of electronic stuff out
Oh, yeah,
there too.
Audius. Nice.
Audius
Yeah.
and SoundCloud.
What
So
about games? You play many games?
not really.
How much
Lately
can you make?
my vice has been doing a flight simulator called Geo-FS, and it's totally incredible for the fact that it has full 3D digital HD full contour. So it's 3D HD
So you do
GPI.
like VR?
It's not VR. I don't know
No?
if you can actually do VR with it, but when
Interesting.
you're so I guess 2D, multi-dimensional 2D. Anyway, but it's a very
Interesting.
cool thing. And I
Yeah, that sounds dope.
spend way too much time in it. So But yeah, I'm considering hopping into GT4 to hang with these guys in the Chili Chills or whatever it is. So I don't know if you know Bogey, Musashi in that clan.
No, those are
Okay,
people.
they are. Well,
Yeah, no, I'm
as
unfamiliar.
far as I know.
They could be AI for all we know now.
Yeah, and so,
Well,
but they're playing in a lot of different things.
okay.
Between yeah, God, what
You
is
know,
it?
it's funny that they'd be playing GTA 4 type thing because I mean, they're trying to make it like an MMO type thing, but yeah, that's a cool that's an interesting way to have meetup type thing, right? Social meetup.
Totally. Yeah, this here, I can turn you on to the server. I gotta get out of this. The server.
Right on. Dude, do you
Yeah.
smoke weed? Are you gonna smoke with me, bro?
I had my time, you can say. And
Gotcha.
unfortunately, I'm not compatible with it anymore, or even was. Yeah, so.
I understand. It's not for everybody. This is the Toke along, though, so that's why I had to ask.
Oh, that's what's going on here. Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw
man.
that and was like, what does that mean? So
We're
this,
smoking weed, dude. You want to watch me do a dab? You ever done a dab? That's like, dude, doing a dab is like if smoking weed is like sipping a beer. Doing a dab is like chugging half a bottle of absinthe or some Everclear or some shit.
well, is that one of those funnel? Uh, what is a dab?
It's a good
Define it.
analogy, actually. That's
Dude,
pretty
I'll
funny.
show you exactly what a dab is.
Oh,
So,
man.
dabbing refers to cannabis concentrate,
Oh,
which is like oil, if you've ever heard of like shatter, wax, live
well,
resin, that sort of stuff.
so in the day, we grew,
Hash.
we had the original oils. We had um, you know, indica and the whole schmear back then. We would just you know go to extremes. Oh, there you go. Yep, exactly that. And what
So
we
this is
would
some
do is,
Afghani live sugar.
well, we'd melt that stuff into buds and do these huge funnel loads. And what we do,
Funnels. What do you do
yeah,
with a funnel?
what we
I'm like, I
would
don't know
do
if I've
is
seen that.
we'd prune off, just the pods and red hairs off of buds. We wouldn't have actually any
Yeah,
leaves.
so
And
the pods, that's the trichomes. That's where all the good stuff is. That's how they
exactly.
make
And we'd
hash
just
for
create
sure.
this chalk white.
Dude, that sounds epic.
Yeah.
You were
It was,
definitely doing it up back then. That's basically dabbing at this point. Not quite as refined, but this is like, yeah, with all the
and then we,
technology involved.
we do what they called continentals, where you take, I should close the door here really quick.
I'm heating up. Let's watch it melt.
We would take a flattened piece of hash and then lay it on top of a huge bowl load of pot, and just it would be a combo. So that was a continental, as we called it.
Continental. Hell yeah, that's very cool. Some OG terminology. I'll have to run that by my older stoner friends and see if they're familiar.
California, where are you?
Colorado.
Okay, well, it might be a local thing.
Could be.
South Bay, California, Bay Area.
Here's everybody.
So I see. With sugar, though.
Sugar wax, yeah. Sure.
Sugar
It's
wax.
called live sugar wax, yeah.
And so how does that come off when flame applied to it?
Um,
Or
it'll
is it just
it'll like melt. You could put top a bowl with it or roll it in a joint or something, and it'll basically melt and vaporize with the heat.
not scary?
Yeah, lots of people. So one of the biggest trends in cannabis right now, for those who are really into it, is they'll take rosin, which is solventless hash. So the stuff we just smoked is BHO. It's uses butane to extract it, and then it's processed. Versus this stuff is just heat and pressure.
Right.
And they'll take a whole bunch of this stuff and they'll roll it into like a long snake, and then they'll put that inside of a joint, and that's called a hash hole or a donut. And so they call it a donut because as it burns, there's like a big hole in the middle, and then it's just like a white ring of ash around it. And that's what all the people that are like super into weed, getting high and stuff, that's pretty much like the pinnacle, because you take the really fancy concentrate, the rosin, and then put that in some really nice bud or flour. And
So, I don't know
Yeah.
if this is wives' tale or what, but back in the day when we would, the magazine of choice was, of course, at the time called High Times.
oh, I'm
And
familiar. Yeah. High Times
yeah,
is definitely super around and relevant still.
yep. And so uh, we could get this stuff called keef.
Familiar?
And the way supposedly it would be attained is by, and apparently only from, and I don't know if this is, like the precursor to hash or whatnot, but apparently uh, a person would put on a leather suit and run through fields of
No
plants,
way.
and
What?
it would be purely just the essence, the basically what would come off the buds, and red hairs would stick to the suit and then they
Yeah, just the
scraped it
sticky
off.
stuff. That's
And
crazy.
the net result of that is just this super concentrated stuff, which you would essentially
Dude, that
treat
is
like a,
so cool. I've never heard of that.
so
Because,
keef.
yeah,
It's been
people will
so
talk
long
about
that I can't
collecting
remember if that's right or not, but I love saying it.
beef.
But
You love saying what?
I love telling the story of this.
You don't know. You said you don't know what?
Well, I can't verify.
Gotcha. Dude, that sounds like something someone would do. It sounds like a totally real thing. That's fucking wild, though.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
I've heard a lot about, they talk about finger hash, which just like the people who trim the buds, it'll just collect on your fingers over time, and then people would press that, and that was basically like the first concentrate or hash, was just like the
yep.
stuff from on people's hands or on people's gloves. But yeah, usually, before there were gloves, it was the heat from your hands would warm it up, and it would turn into this like kind of like more paste-like material. And that's usually like when people talk about hash back in like the 90s and 80s, that's what they're talking about. But hash kind of has like a wider meaning now. But yeah, dude, with a jacket, I could totally see that. That's freaking crazy. That's like a really cool story. Thanks for sharing. I love it.
I'm just doing a search just for that.
To try to verify. I
Yeah.
don't know, man. Who cares? I believe it.
Running through
I mean,
fields.
yeah, to your
Came
point,
from
like that,
somewhere.
I could see someone doing that, even if it's not like the way everybody did it. I could see somebody doing it
It
that way because
sounds
it makes
very
sense.
possible from the little I know about weed. Like, I mean, yeah, if you get it on your hands.
I mean, in the past, like I've grown some, a couple of times. I've tried some like hydroponic things and stuff, which I thought
Mhm.
hydroponics was pretty sweet because it was like, I mean, there's a reason I'm in crypto and everything. I'm like a tech nerd and all this stuff. So I
Yeah.
really got into like, measuring out the nutrients and doing all the science stuff to grow it. And it actually grew really fast, a lot faster than what I was expecting. But yeah, after I was done and then you'd start harvesting stuff, like I remember that after effect, you'd get it all over your fingers and you'd start working on like balling it up and you could easily like get some scrape it off. You'd be
Oh,
like, wow, this is gross, right? But it's like, well, it's my fingers. Like if I want to use this, but I wouldn't give it to somebody else. That's,
Yeah, but it's like, if your hands start clean and you're deliberate about what you're touching, technically all the stuff that's on your hands is still pretty clean, in
yeah,
theory.
so I'm not
hopefully,
sure
right?
Other
I'm
than
not
some
sure
like
if
sweat, I guess.
The old
What were you
prison
saying, Tom?
hash. Yeah.
Here you go. This is your story.
Oh, what's this?
The richardgregory.org UK. But
Oh yeah. What do we got here?
I'm gonna post that link over in the coop. Let's see what they got.
I'll pull it up on stream for everybody. The hippie trail. I've heard of that one. Richard Gregg.
so it was actually in Afghanistan where they would do this. I was about to say that. I just
Okay.
didn't have it straight, but yeah,
Yeah.
it was. So
Dude, this
look
is a
for
cool article. I'll have to read this. There's a lot of stuff. Sheesh.
where is it?
The commission also investigated I just too far. Commission also investigated a tale of hashish being collected by leather-clad workers running through the fields, Theresa May style. The trichomes sticking to their clothing and the harvest scraped off with a curved knife. That's so cool.
Isn't that
Yeah.
nuts?
Yeah, I've never heard of that before.
Yeah. So
Yo, what is this? No evidence is found to support this legend, but it's very persistent.
exactly. So I'm here to persist it.
And had become run naked. I remember I read that. I'm like, what? So I guess it's like adapted over time as a myth almost.
Yeah, run naked. Yeah, there you go.
Man, what would the
That's-
job description be called? Like, could you imagine? Yeah, when people ask you what you do for work, yeah, I do that. I run through fields naked, and then they scrape
Dude, I'm
it
sure
off.
they had some sort of cool word for it. Like, I don't know. I bet it sounds really cool though. I bet they
Oh,
totally had a name for it.
Well, you wonder why they actually call it hash, right? It's
Sure.
includes the scrapings of skin. No,
Oh.
I'm kidding.
Okay. I was like, fascinating.
That's gross. Yeah. You wonder what you're smoking, really. Mm,
That's why it's funny because yeah, like as things move, like yeah, to your point, like with rosin, it looks like it's always been around, but now like the collection methods is so much cleaner, like lab level, where you like yeah, it's stronger, it's more like it's cleaner, like you can trust it more. There's like it's pretty
It's
crazy.
super cool how it's evolved. And it's crazy too because it's still rapidly evolving. Like it's still very much like, we've only really been applying like the most modern amount of technology and attention and resources to cannabis as a plant in the
Oh yeah.
world for like the last 10 years. That's really not very much time for an industry because I think it was like 2012, I think, in Colorado when it was first recreationally legalized, which
Right.
um, really kind of opened up things.
Yeah, but there were definitely, there's what is it, the Encyclopedia of Psychedelic, whatever, and there's already a huge amount of you know, knowledge in the different strains of sativa versus indica versus whatever.
Mhm.
And so definitely, the potency levels were one thing, whether or not they had actually, you know, what's the word for it? Isolated CBDs as medicinal at that point, I don't know.
Yeah. One thing that's also really fascinating about kind of the global knowledge of cannabis is there's basically one place in the world that's like 10, 15 years ahead of everywhere else, and it's Israel. Because they're the place that like has really been looking at it as aggressively researching as a medicine for like over 20 years now. Because I listened to a really cool podcast um, that was with one of the CEO of this company Oleo, which makes it's like one of the most prominent concentrate makers up in Denver here in Colorado.
Oh yeah.
And he was talking about how they're partnered with a multinational like tech company that's based out of Israel, and basically like they're on the phone with like these guys that just like have all sorts of knowledge that nobody really has in the US. What's up, Drago Nate? Welcome in, man.
We just call him Draco.
Startup Nation.
I'm kidding.
Draco. Well, I've got a reheat here.
Reheat.
Reheat. That's the fun thing about e-rigs is like you can kind of just like turn it on and it'll vaporize as long as you want, and then once it's off, you kind of just leave whatever is left in there, and you can just come back to it if you want.
Got it.
So I've got a little bit of oil left in here. We'll get it going.
Yeah, I need to go grab my I don't have any dab system. I have an Airs Solo, which is like a dry herb
Is it
vaporizer.
handheld?
Yeah.
Nice. Those are great.
That's
We
hilarious.
have a Volcano, but I would love to get a nice handheld vaporizer for flower.
Yeah, the smaller one it's definitely more portable and easy. You can and you can swap batteries out, so it's yeah, it's efficient and really easy to use and everything. It's in my closet. I should have pulled it out because that's actually a really good one.
Next
And
time.
yeah, I only tried I tried the dab when I was down in Denver with you, and it hit me like a truck. But it's because I don't do it as much, so I think you got to
Yeah,
build
that
up
was your
to it.
first dab, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, guys, I gave Trislet his first dab in
yeah,
freaking Denver, dude. It was awesome. That was such a great day, man. You really made the day for me too. Just for, I'm sure you might know that, but everybody in watching and in Discord, I went up to Denver not knowing anybody, having no plans, and made an awesome friend in Tristan, and was able to go to like a secondary party with him and make all sorts of great connections that are continuing to benefit me to this day in my personal endeavors that I'm like trying to get going. So huge shout out, man. Thanks again for having me here.
yeah. Thanks. I mean, that follow-up party, it was with the guys who run Little Nouns, which was
Yep, shout out Lil
Musashi
Nose. Yeah.
and Bobcat, those guys.
Yep.
But they ran a dab bar meetup and things, which was real interesting event to go to afterwards for sure.
Yeah.
Well, then you did meet Musashi.
Yeah, well, I did, but I don't think Musashi wasn't at that dab bar event. He had gone on, but he met Bobcat. I don't know if you met him.
Yeah, I met Bobcat. I was like,
Yeah,
Musashi doesn't sound, that one doesn't ring a bell to me.
yeah. Musashi wasn't there at the time we were there, but
Damn.
he was the day
Oh.
before that. We went to the Marijuana Mansion, and
Ah,
we
he was
saw
there.
Musashi and the other guys there. It was all the guys from the
Gotcha.
Avagachi group.
Oh,
Mm.
yeah.
I think they might have stopped by the dab bar maybe like for a second. Also, welcome in Planet Banks. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. If either of you guys are smoking and you got a camera, I'd love to see what you're working with. Hoping to see some cool glass here.
So what kind of camera do you have for the bird's eye view? What is that?
That is, I call it my terp scope or dab camera. This is a camera that's just meant to be used for cleaning your ears. I've repurposed it for my cannabis shenanigans. It's awesome for like checking out flower too. You can like see all the trichomes and stuff up close. But yeah, dude, this is one of my favorite innovations. It's also like, yeah, I'm hoping to like kind of bring it to the mainstream. Not that I like friggin' made the thing. It'll just benefit some random company, but I think like all sorts of different content creators could use this in really cool ways. Like people who like make small things or like, you know, any sort of like arts and crafts or something would be really cool for because it's really cool for showing off all sorts of different stuff. Look at this. I don't know why it's taking a hot minute to turn on right now. Boop. I got this cool like thingy, but you can just get like nice and up close and personal with stuff. It's pretty cool. Or like, you know, dude, imagine I'm doing my nails, right? Like if I am a nail person. Next level. That's one of my, what's that?
can you just buy it on Amazon, or where'd you get
Dude,
it?
it's like $30 on Amazon. I've got a little affiliate link for it in my multi-links. So if you want to connect with me, I'm Jack the dabLad on all socials, and in my little link in my bio, if you like kind of scroll through it, there's a few different links, and one of them is to get one of these on Amazon. And if you buy it through that link, it actually helps me out a tiny bit, I think. I don't think anyone's ever done it yet, but they're super cool. I highly recommend. You can plug them into your phone too. There's like a little, so it's just a USB, um, and it comes with like a little adapter that turns it into a USB-C, and you can plug it into your phone. Works really well. Um, but yeah, it's super fun.
So, why don't you drop your affiliate link on the chat here, because I'm in your M Shake, and there's
You go to
nothing.
this, if you scroll to the side, you can kind of like swipe
Oh, I
through.
see the arrow. Okay.
Yeah,
There you
I
go.
wish that there was like a good way for me to make that more clear. I might need to like create a custom background for that has like a swipe to the side thing or
Or you
something.
could just put a separate line item in the middle cap saying, arrow, look at the arrow.
That's a good idea.
Dollars, likes, dab tool. Okay, I got it. Very cool. That's
Sick.
nuts.
I
I've
know
been
that could
looking
be.
for something like this just for the.
Yeah, what are you gonna use it for?
I
Oh
don't know yet. I
shit,
just
what's
like
up,
stuff
Dro?
like this.
He's in here. This is one of my homies. Fuck yeah. He just messaged me. I was like, you found me. Sorry, go on, phones. What are you gonna use it for?
Oh, no plans yet.
Just yeah, hit me up when you use it for something. I want to see. I'm excited to. You're like the first person I think that I've ever known to buy one, and I feel like there's been a lot of people that are like, dude, that's so cool, but no one's ever like, yeah, I'll get one. Although I haven't really been pushing that yet, but
I know it seems
it's
like
I really
I
appreciate
see
it.
it. And I'm like, man, I could do a lot with that. I'm like, I don't know, could I?
It
Maybe.
gives you
I'm
ideas for
asking, like,
stuff, man.
yeah.
It's it's just like a different perspective to way to look at things. Whatever you
Well,
doing.
because the regular camera off, if you have anything you want to share with the doctor or whatever, you have much better magnification with that thing. So yeah, if you could do it with your phone, what the hell, no brainer.
Yeah, I
Dude,
guess
there's
you could do the
also
doctor path. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, get
for
a
the
call with your
doctor,
doctor.
you come
Mortality
in with
claim,
footage
you
of the
drop
inside of your body. He's like, what the fuck?
Here, I'm
He's
sending
like,
you
so
an link.
stimulated,
I made a small incision in my lower abdomen. No.
stick it up my nose. No, anyway.
That's
You
so
start
funny,
up an
man.
Apple video call. Yeah, it's already in. Here you go,
So
doc.
there's also
No.
I've tried a whole bunch of different ones because there's countless different devices like that. There's also wireless ones um, that are Bluetooth that are only for your phone and don't work on your computer. But if you just want it for your phone, the frame rate isn't as good as well. But that one's not bad. Um, I've experimented with one that's like wireless. There's a few different options like that that are just for your phone. If you think that you would only want it for your phone, that I could help you point you in that direction too if you want. What's up, Metavoxels? Welcome in. Thanks for joining. Dro, how you doing today, man? We got
Yeah,
no IG's been in here. Just kidding.
man. We're bringing in the crowd.
Dude, we're coming true. Dro's gonna do a dab with me. Dro, my
Yo,
freaking
all right, cool. There it is. I had to get my
hey,
call going. What up? What up? What up? What up?
dude, my excess clogged earlier. Like literally my last dab before hopping on stream. The little nipple thing here at the top just clogged, which I'm sure Dro has experienced. Although his
Bro,
freaking glass is broken, so rip
Jack,
to you. I
you don't even,
apologize.
Jack, you don't even smoke, bro. Just chill. You don't even smoke.
I don't even smoke, dude. These fools know I smoke. I've done been demonstrating,
I
Dro.
know you smoke, bro. I know you smoke.
If you haven't seen, this glass is really cool because this
Yo, let
nipple
me go get my
thing
excess. Hang on a
here
second. Hang on.
is unfortunate that it clogs, but I've been doing a lot of dabs
I've
without
never,
cleaning it.
honestly, bro, I've
And
never had a problem with it clogging right there whatsoever.
oh, really?
My carb cap clogs.
See, dude, then you're ripping it too hard, or you're doing too big of dabs. But
Yeah.
it enables it so that it's completely like spill proof, so
But
you can
no,
have glass in there shoved in
my
your
water
pocket.
chamber has never clogged.
We got Dragonade's mom. What the hell? Dragonade's mom, are you 420 friendly? You want to freaking blaze with us, dude? Let's go.
Maybe we might need. Yeah, we might need
Dude,
to
it's a
send her
party
some.
in
If
here.
not, yeah.
Who's got a freaking camera that's gonna smoke with me? No one's shown me any vapor or
I
smoke yet.
know. I might need to go dig some up. Yeah.
I'm just gonna have to smoke more for everybody. I'll do it, guys. I'm sorry. Cheers. I still got that reheat going from the last dab I loaded of that Afghani live sugar. That stuff is super yummy.
Well, Jack, the link that I said I was going to drop for you, the SoundCloud link, is out there. So check out my tunes
Dope. Where is that?
in
Is it in live
the
chat?
chat. Yeah, just above.
Got it. Clicking it. Thank you, man.
Yeah, hope you enjoy.
Can you post that on Coop for us, Tris?
Oh, you got a Coop thing running?
We're on Coop too. Yeah, we're all over the freaking internet, dude.
Did I miss where the link is? The playback? No. You should drop the link to the Coop.
Who's hanging on Coop right now? Bonito, you still with us, dude? Huge shout out to Bonito. Bonito, I want to hit a Rocket League game for you. We'll probably do at least one Rocket League game before I get out of here today, guys. Who's gonna chime in that's joined the Discord? We haven't heard from Nate still. We haven't heard from Metavoxels or Planet Banks. Are you guys waiting for your moment? This is it. Go. Go. Just kidding.
Hey, what's up? I'm just
yeah.
hanging.
Hell
I
yeah,
just
dude.
saw you, the homies,
Fuck yeah.
on Discord, so I just jumped in. But I'm all
Nice.
good. I'm in India. It's 4 a.m. in the morning.
You're in
4 a.m.
India? Damn, that is late. Thanks for popping in and saying hi, man.
Hey man, anytime.
Do you smoke weed?
I just finished a joint.
Hey, let's go. Do you know what kind of weed was in it?
No, I mean, apparently we don't have choices over here. We don't have
Yeah,
strands.
it's just whatever you can get.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I believe it.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Thanks for sharing.
Anytime.
So, were you like asleep and then woke up middle of the night for a late night joint?
Nah, I'm on the
You're
verge
just a
of
late
minting.
night dude.
I'm minting an NFT anytime now.
Ooh, what are you minting?
Yeah.
Share if you're down.
I should. Can I? I'm still up. I'm about to plan out the metadata and stuff. But
Oh, it's
let's
your
see. Why
NFT.
not?
You're creating one.
Yeah, I'm doing the one right now.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like minting one from another project or something. You're like minting your
Nah,
own project. Hell yeah.
yeah, my own.
Oh
I
yeah,
do
I'd
one
love
of
to hear
these.
about it if you want to share. I feel like you have permission to show your project, right, Tris?
I'm pretty sure I do. No, it's just that I haven't minted it yet. So if I show it, it I want a call to action when someone sees it. You know, when someone sees it, it's that
Sure.
moment when
Yeah, you
they
don't have
have
to
that.
show anything. I just like if you want to like tease it in any way,
Yeah,
give us like a vague.
spelunking or what?
Dude, I'm ready whenever.
I can talk about it.
Yeah, give us
It's a
just like a
walkthrough.
quick. What's like the elevator pitch?
Wait, I could share the. It's my favorite human being on the planet. It's my role model that I've made in voxels. It's Lionel
Oh,
Messi. If you heard the name, yeah,
Messi and voxel version. That's kind of cool.
voxels, yeah. And he's the guy who, if I know anything about commitment or being passionate about something, that's the guy I learned from. So I made him in voxels. Yeah.
Badass, man. That sounds really cool. I'd love to see it once you got it minted.
Yep. Yep. I'm doing that right now.
What are you smoking, Dro? Where's your camera, dude? No one's showing themselves. Be brave. Be the first. No?
I'm here. I'm smoking, bro. I'm smoking. Just can't go on video.
No? Oh, okay. That's chill. I appreciate you being here, guys. Dude, this drink, my girlfriend got me. She went to a coffee shop with her friend. I asked her to get me a chai latte. 'Cause that's one of my favorites. She got me like a lavender chai. The lavender is very subtle and it's super duper yummy. I'm very happy about it. Chais are interesting because they can go like all sorts of different ways. You know? I like it sweet with a tiny bit of spice.
Best ever. What I'm doing is making my own ginger tea. Just slicing up whole ginger,
Oh wow.
rendering it,
Rendering it. How do you do that?
just boil it.
Okay. And then how long do you like
Yep.
let it stew for a long time or what?
Yeah, 10 minutes.
Okay.
Sliced relatively thin, and you
Do
basically
you like
have
dehydrate it or anything like that?
Nope, just boil it. I was just kidding about rendering, but you
Oh.
basically, you just stick it into a pot of water and boil it. Well, simmer, not boil. You don't want to ruin the flavor.
Just
but
for 10 minutes?
yeah, that's enough.
Huh.
I've done it for like half an hour, and it comes out pretty bitter.
Gotcha. Interesting.
So, yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's good enough. And then put maple syrup in it. It's outrageous.
Nice.
Does that ring the bell for you there, Tristan? Ginger and maple. All you East Coasters. So we have
Yo, I just
IG88.
put a raw video of Messi in the thing I made. I just put it in the live chat if you want to check it out.
Let's check it out real quick. Oh shit. Here we go.
We have an absolute newcomer to TokenSmart here. He
Epic.
joined TokenSmart yesterday.
Who's that?
IG88.
Nice.
Hey,
Yeah,
you
he's
there
been
still?
here the whole
IG?
time.
Yeah.
Even
Are
lurking.
You got a
I
mic?
kind of figured that was like a bot or something.
He actually has a guest speaker. So actually, Trizzler, are you there still?
I think he's AFK at the moment.
Yeah, so maybe it is a bot. I don't know.
Could be.
But shows to be a guest speaker and a token smarty from yesterday. So it could have been a guest on one of the shows.
Potentially, yeah.
Anyways, Dragon 8, you want to drop us some alpha on the chat? Tell us who he is. Or she. Sorry. Oh. Alt Trizlet.
We're still chilling on Coop. Where my Cooper's at.
Did you
Coop, there it is.
drop the Coop link in the chat?
Sure. Yeah, this will do it.
Yeah, I got the. Sorry, I just stepped away trying to find stuff.
Stuff.
Yeah, I was actually thinking I
Oh,
actually
Nate, you'll
do
type
have...
to us? Oh, freaking Banks has been typing too? Fuck. I totally didn't realize you guys have been typing over here. I've been looking at the other chats.
Yeah, I got my camera on too. See, I can.
Oh, there he is.
Hey. You do
Yeah.
microdosing gummies, Planet Banks? Microdosing like THC? You do CBD in there too, or just Just the THC. Dude, that's dope.
Yeah, it was
Gummies are awesome.
because you were mentioning if you've seen.
You got your
this
thing?
this is an Erzer solo. So it's a dry
Nice.
herb burner. So you actually put the dry plant inside this, and
Oh,
then when you
that goes in
combine
there?
them,
Interesting.
yeah, and it
Yeah, I don't know
creates
if
like.
I've ever seen one of those.
And then when you light it up,
cool.
it burns and vaporizes what's in the holder, and then you can suck it out through that. Like this, you still need to use dry herb, so this isn't the rosin stuff. So you need to use herb, grind it up into a little bit, but like this is like the size of a pinky basically, and that's enough to like. I think this is like a small session one, so they say like up to like 4 or 5 people could go for like 5 minutes off that little bit.
Well,
It's, if you're
Put it in.
buying, yeah, if you're buying herb, if you're buying like a bunch of the stuff, then it's actually a pretty big cost savings because the stuff starts getting expensive. If you're actually doing it a lot, like I'm sure you were saying, if you do it a lot, it gets expensive really
Oh,
fast.
very, very expensive for sure.
So do you
Yeah.
put it into a coffee little grinder to get it milled down to?
Yeah, like this.
There you go.
This is a grinder paste. Yeah, so you've got
standard grinder.
it's got two magnet pieces. You put it in, and then you do that, and then the bottom actually comes out for you can
There
get
you
some
go.
powder type stuff on. But yeah, like if you get I get some of
Oh.
this, put it in it.
Like a shaver almost.
Yeah.
Oh, hilarious.
You never seen one of them felons? Dude, you are old school. Holy shit.
Hey.
Yeah, and then when you pull it up, it's all ground up, so then you just need to get a stick. And actually so this is a container, this is like an airtight one. You press the button.
Very nice.
So then when you can throw it in here and then you don't
You put your ground
accidentally
up bud
lose
in
it.
there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dude, yeah, it's like I mean, I don't know. I feel old too. Like half the time I'm like, well, I'm trying to save a little bit. I want to make sure I'm using it, but I'm not losing it and wasting it, right?
Dude, that's how it should be. It's precious stuff.
Yeah.
And it's also it's awesome to have a low tolerance, It's really good to be able to like just be able to use the smallest amount and then have it do whatever you want it to do to you, Like
Yeah, that's like I don't do it a lot, but when I do it, it's nice being able to like have a little bit. I live in Maine, and they actually made it's recreationally legal in Maine. I think they did it 3 years ago.
Yeah, I follow a few different content creators that are based out of Maine actually that are awesome. If you ever want to watch some content, they're big on YouTube that they like review all sorts of different products that you could probably find at your local dispensary.
That's cool. Yeah, I mean Maine has a lot of there's a lot of woods, there's a lot of land. So it's funny where like cuz I've got this like I have a camp. My family has a camp, and it's like 50 acres of land in the middle of the woods, My uncle bought the
50
land
acres,
next
wow.
to it. Yeah, it's like I think we bought it 20 years ago and it would cost us 10 grand. You're like
That's crazy.
yeah, so it's like whenever I talk to people, in other states and you talk about it's like, oh yeah, I was able to get a camp. It's a half an acre. Cost me, $500,000. You're like, oh really?
Yeah, for context, my family has a cabin up in the mountains. It's like an hour up into the mountains here in Colorado. And it probably has maybe like 3-5 acres max.
Yeah.
But it's like basically a house. Like it's a very like modern facility. It's got like pretty much the same amenities as a modern house. But I think it was a few $100,000.
Yeah, I mean, so when we bought our spot, I mean, it was like clear cut. We got it from a lumber company. They just clear cut it. That's why it was so cheap. It was like there's a lot of like.
They're like, we're done with this land.
Yep. Now we're offloading
selling
it so we can. Yep. And so.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, now 20 years later, everything's grown up. You couldn't even tell that it was like that, you know. But
How much do you think the land has appreciated a ton? Like, is it worth a lot more now, or has it not changed much?
I think we actually, when we were looking, because now we have a camp on it, we have all that stuff. Like, it's worth maybe 150 grand. It's still not like crazy because it's like land. Like, I was just looking for somebody else, and I found some like undeveloped lands that were, you know, there was one actually. It was like 500,000, but it was 500 acres, like with like a little mini lake in the middle of it with like a rundown cabin. It's like the cabin is unlivable. Like it needs to be demolished. But the fact there's a cabin there means that
Yeah.
you can demolish it and build a new one without getting
Yeah.
like new permits.
That makes
So I'm
sense.
like, well, there you go. It's like if you want to have a true retreat, 500 acres in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know.
Could start
what
up a
you
whole
do with-
hippie colony, right? Go move the whole town there.
Yeah, there's more than enough land.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
it's super interesting when there's like I've seen a few like YouTube series of like I bought this abandoned town or something like that in Colorado or something. It's like very interesting, fun to watch. It would be overwhelming, but also fun if you're the kind of person that has a lot of resources and a lot of time, I guess.
So these things you can set. It's got a temperature piece on it. Actually, you can set how high the temperature goes. Because if you get it too high, it'll light it on fire. But so you want it to be in the
Yeah.
middle, and then it actually. So this is a convection oven in the middle. It'll heat it up to the point where it starts creating smoke, but it won't actually light it on fire. So what
Yeah,
happens is you can actually you burn it enough to get this smoke, you know, smoke it, and then when you're done, it actually leaves a pile of like, it's not black, it's brown like ashes.
Yeah.
And those actually still have stuff, so you can take it out and you can make like brownies and stuff out of it if you
Yeah, dude. So
collect it.
that's they call that ABV in the cannabis world. That's already or no, AVB, already vaped bud.
Yeah.
Because yeah, you're vaping it, you're not smoking it. Because yeah, you want it, and like I was saying earlier, it's a different. What you're doing to the cannabis is a lot different chemically than when you actually like put a torch to it or a flame. You get a lot more of the terpenes and stuff.
Yeah.
Does
I
it
mean,
take a while to heat up? It's like a slow heat up.
Yeah, I mean it takes like
The
a
dro
minute
is
or
here.
so.
Welcome back.
Hey. We were just talking about I have a dryer burner here, an Arizer.
That's a
Why, so
vaporizer, dude.
looks
Burn is
like-
the wrong word. There's
It looks like
some proper terminology.
a mini
Yeah.
lightsaber.
Yeah.
You're vaping, dog. You're a freaking vape nation,
Yeah, you're not burning it, bro. You're vaping that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Is that for dry
which is
herb?
way doper in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember back in the day, bro. Me and my friends would get some swaggy ass middies, smoke it through one of those, and then resell what was left over to some little kids.
You resell the vaped bud.
The vaped bud that literally just looked like some.
I mean, it would get them
like,
high, dude.
I
So
don't
it's
know,
like
bro. I don't know.
it would
man,
definitely
like,
do something to a
like
young
the
child, which
yeah,
they should not
yeah.
shame on you. But that's fucking funny, man. The
Yeah, bro,
hustle.
because I'm like, dude, this still looks like some fucking weed, bro. We could probably fucking sell this shit. Like, and
Yeah, so
that's
I
what
was
we
just
did,
telling
yeah.
Tristan that's AVB, already vaped bud, and lots of people will save that to use for edibles or other
Edibles and
stuff.
stuff. Yeah, no,
Making a
they were
tincture.
straight smoking this shit, bro. And you know how it looks when it
It,
comes out of a
dude,
vape,
I'm
right? It's kind
sure
of
I'm sure
brown
people
a
do
little
it
bit,
that
like, oh yeah.
really want to conserve their cannabis if they're on a budget or it's hard to find. I'm sure that's a smart way to do it too. You know, you save
Or if
your
you just want to be an
vaped
asshole, you
bud.
sell already vaped bud.
Yeah, dude, I guess that's you, man.
Yeah, that's you, man.
And I know it's like cutting your other stuff, right? That's not cool.
I was a
Whatever.
kid selling to the younger kids. Leave me alone. They were happy just to have something. Shit, they didn't care. They were just happy to have something to smoke.
No, it's funny. Like I remember I picked this up a while ago before it was recreationally legal. You know, because it was like it was a lot harder to get. So you
Yeah.
like the little bit you had to make sure it was last a while. Now it's after things become legal, then all of us like the first year everybody wanted to start their own store. So all of a sudden there was like 3 or 4 stores in every street. I'm like, okay, well Maine isn't that popular. It's like
Yeah. Sounds like they went the same approach as Oklahoma, where they just made it really easy for anyone to get the license, or yeah, I think it's called a license to be able to sell or open a dispensary.
right.
And people will just do it like crazy.
Right. Of
Which
course, like
is
now we're starting to
interesting.
see a bunch of them closing shop because they can't. I mean, it's like, of course you can't. There's like 3 on
Yeah.
every street. There's not enough people to
Yeah.
sell to. It's interesting. Yeah. There's actually a couple people, like some of the grower side now, they started to form some sort of like syndicate where they're buying up other growers. So now there's like 2 or 3 major suppliers to the stores. So if you wanted to
Mm,
grow yourself, you can get a license, but nobody will
yeah,
buy
but
from you because these other guys can just
because
undercut you. Like,
yeah, you can do it way cheaper because they've got the numbers. Dude, yeah, that's kind of how it goes when you do the free market, you know. It's like the people that can put the most resources in it will probably inevitably prevail, especially when the market like the
Takes money to make money, baby.
yeah.
yeah, and it like takes money to even exist.
Yeah.
Um,
I know it's frustrating in some ways because I know a lot of people are like, oh man, it'd be fun to just do it as a hobby on the side. It's like especially if I can make a little money and sell it, but it's like now it's like you've already been pushed out. You can't. It's not. You can't make it a hobby if you ever want to actually sell it to anybody because nobody will buy it from you. So
yeah, yeah, you know, you could sell it to your friends or something if you have a good network of stoners, you know, or something. But if you're trying to sell it to like big stores, yeah, probably not happening because the amount of energy and time it takes to get good at growing to the point where you're making stuff that people can test, you know, and like they know that it's safe to sell and it's like consistently super high quality, like that takes years to get that good. But growing is a cool thing. I want to learn to do it one day. I tried it a little bit this year and it is freaking hard. And I learned that it's like, you know, yeah, it's going to take a lot of time before I can get to the point where I'm growing stuff that is like successful in any
right.
regard.
Well, you're gonna have to set up a whole lab yourself and start trying to figure out how to strip the rosin off the buds now, right? You can't just
Dude,
grow it. You got to do the whole thing. You got to get all the
yeah, I
ways.
definitely want to learn that too. That I feel like I'm almost I feel like if you gave me a perfectly grown weed bud, I'm way more confident in turning that into rosin, even though I've never done that, than I would be taking a seed and turning it into a full blown plant. Like in my mind, it feels way harder to grow this stuff. There's a lot more variables, a lot more time too. You know, it's like because if you mess up a plant, like plants take months to grow. You know, if you mess up making a batch of concentrate, if you as long as you have more product, you just go on to the next one, and that you know that process just takes a day or two probably. So you can iterate and learn a lot faster making the product than it does growing. You know, you can't speed up that process really. It's all time.
It's crazy.
You know,
Well, yeah, I think. Yeah, it's ready. It's
you rip
taken
it,
off. Yeah.
pop some clouds for us. How's it
This
taste?
one, it's good. This is
Nice.
really smooth. I really like this. It's like it doesn't even. It's not like lighting up in like a pipe or just straight roach
Yeah,
or anything. It's like it's
try to
not.
describe the difference for everybody who might not have ever vaped before. It's a totally different taste, right?
Yeah, so it's like if you've ever, I feel like normal when you're normally smoking from like a pipe or just like lighting it on fire, it's very close to like a cigarette if you've ever tried a cigarette or
It's just
something where it's like it's just a
burnt stuff.
harsh edge. Like it's like being near a fireplace and having the smoke in your face. Like when you breathe it in, like it tickles the back of your throat. It's hard to get it out.
Yeah.
This like it doesn't have that harsh edge. It doesn't stick to the back of your throat. So
Uh-huh.
it's like when you breathe out, it just leaves, right? It's like so
Definitely smoother. Tell us
yeah.
about like the taste though. What do you feel like that tastes like? How would you describe it?
Don't you dare compare cannabis to a cigarette.
I mean, the
Dude,
smoke. You know, it's like people who aren't
smoke
used to
is
it. You can
smoke
see
at the
it
end of
like
the
hit
day.
their
It's like
yeah.
it all kind of like different smoke tastes differently for sure, but it all has the same kind of like harshness
Yeah,
and
it's
just
more
like
that like for
I
me
feel
when
like
I
whatever there's got to be some compound that is the same whether you're burning cannabis or a piece of wood or a cigarette. Like there's some compound that you're creating that's the same across all of them. There's other different stuff in there, but like combustion is creating some sort of like
now it doesn't have to be like that.
I don't know.
I have had some like rolled up stuff in the past that didn't like anger the back of my my
You can
mouth
get
like as
the
much,
really
but
good
it's like
weed is
minimal.
smooth. It won't hurt as much. And
If it's
you'll be able to
wet,
get those different
that's
notes. But when you're
yeah,
vaporizing those notes,
yeah.
it's like there's that blanket of like whatever that compound is, the burning that so like in order to really know like to really be you have to like kind of be so familiar with it that you're able to see past that like the burning whatever that smoke is to get all the nuances of the cannabis that would be different
You
from
know
like a
what?
cigarette or whatever.
Actually, I liken it a lot to a. I don't know if you've ever tried like fine whiskey tasting or anything like that. It's interesting because there's like certain
Exactly.
scotches and stuff.
Yeah,
It
it's like
burns so bad if you're not used to it that's like you totally ignore any
and
sort
that
of
burning is
notes.
probably just like the alcohol, it's like that
Right.
high alcohol. So someone who's constantly consuming alcohol, they're used to that one chemical that, that's the same among all the different whiskeys, but then there's whiskeys that have all these other different things, whatever they may be, um, that are changing it up. And so when you're so used to the alcohol, you're able to see past and like really experience all those different nuances. But if you're not constantly consuming alcohol, and so it's like the same thing with smoke. So I bet like people who smoke a lot. I wonder if it's even like if someone like who smokes cigarettes and smokes weed, I wonder if they can almost like taste weed better because they're so used to smoke that they really taste the difference between like a cigarette and weed. I'm curious. Because like I feel like a lot of people say like smoking cigarettes dulls like your taste or senses in a lot of different ways.
Oh, 100%.
But
Yeah, I've
I'd be
definitely.
curious if people feel like they could taste weed more if they also smoke a lot. I don't know. This is a random thought.
I know
Welcome in, Easy Crypto, by the way. Thanks for joining me.
everything that I've heard about people smoking cigarettes and stopping cigarettes. Everything else comes back. Like the taste buds,
Yeah,
the
that's what I've
flavor
heard
of
too.
everything comes back like a ton. Because I mean, you think about it, you're smoking 5 to 10 cigarettes a day, bro. You're just clogging your taste buds with just so much smoke and crap and everything. Like, I mean, honestly, probably if you stop smoking weed for a little bit, things would taste different a little bit, probably too.
Yeah,
For sure.
probably.
But everything tastes better high, so you know what I'm saying. You
Mhm.
know, so either way, you know.
Well, yeah, dude. I mean, when you're tasting stuff, it's probably doing a lot of stuff neurotransmitter wise. Like, you're probably getting a lot of dopamine and stuff like that, which when you're smoking weed, you're messing with those dopamine systems and you're kind of like milking them in a way that they're not used to. So yeah, I bet when you lay off of that stuff, I bet food becomes a little tastier in a way.
Yeah. Hey, we got
Welcome in,
Easy.
Easy Crypto. I
Yeah.
see you on Coop as well. That's awesome, man. He's in Discord and on Coop. We still got Bonito and Rizzler too. Welcome back, guys. Thanks.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was on Coop, but I don't have. Is Coop what you're gonna be streaming on?
Only from time to time. I'll probably when I'm on Coop, I'll probably be live on other platforms as well. But yeah, the
Okay,
Coop
I was gonna
Coop
say
is
'cause
like a
I don't even
crypto
have
platform.
a. I was gonna say I don't even have a Coop
You ain't
account.
got a MetaMask, dog?
Yeah, those I've been experimenting with Coop a lot because I do a lot of like crypto NFT type events and stuff. So the fact it enables like Web3 MetaMask and you can like pay with Ethereum, you can do like NFT collecting people's addresses, so you can send them NFT airdrops. Like that's what made it like, wow, this is cool. I bet you I could figure out something neat to do with this. So
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to come up with I'm definitely excited to come up with some cool stuff for Coop as far as like NFT drops. Probably maybe come up with like some exclusive art for each sesh or something that people get just as like a little airdrop or something like that. I'm
Yeah.
excited to do some new NFT projects. I love that shit.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. I mean, the fact you need to log into Coop with and MetaMask one means we already got your address, so we can
Yep.
just take it and
Yeah,
dump
super
it into
cool.
an airdrop table, and it'll just drop it all to everybody's wallets. Like that's pretty slick.
Yeah, the built-in features are pretty amazing. I had
Heck yeah.
a walkthrough with one of the Coop guys. I was just really blown away. So I'm set up.
Heck yeah.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
I'm
Moving on
excited.
to another thing called Broadcaster, which is based on the Caster service, but it allows you to
Okay.
create Broadcaster, CASTR.
Yeah, got the E. Classic.
And basically you create an NFT that can be streamed to. And so you can
Oh, okay. You have to
watch,
own the NFT to be able to watch the stream.
you can go to my
I think you can subscribe to it. Yeah, I had created one for TokenSmart too.
Flens.eth,
It's
and you
pretty
can
funny.
see it sitting there, not active.
Interesting.
Here, I'll drop it. It's pretty nuts.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Guys, I just realized we missed 4:20 Colorado time. We blew right past it. We're 15 minutes late.
Oh man,
Man,
easy.
Is anybody
You on the
smoking with
mic?
me? Anyone want to smoke? Easy on the mic. Easy in the chat.
Portal down.
Portal down. What?
What's up?
Doing good. It's about to puff tough.
Yeah, what are you smoking on?
Just a little homegrown. I have a little glass one hitter.
Very cool. Nice. Do you have a name for
What?
your strain?
No, it's kind of been some of the genetics probably just lost in the past, but it's got the local terroir, which is nice.
Very nice. Yes, I've had a few friends in the past that'll just like name their stuff random stuff that has nothing to do with the actual genetics, just for fun.
Yeah. No, I should probably come up with a name for it. Put that
Dude,
on the list.
I think they're personally losers for doing it. No, it's like,
There's just
you didn't make the
silly.
genetics, don't name it. How dare they corrupt such a ancient practice? All right, I'm gonna load one more dab.
I'm pretty sure it was always in the past. It would be whatever. Yeah, the guy who grew it decided to call it. Man, it's like you should easy is something like there's something there. Just call it easy.
Call it easy. Easy weed.
That's
That could work. Works for me.
I like that.
Goes down.
Back in the day, there was a indica strain, or I'm not sure if it was an actual strain, that was referred to as Kalaya. Have you ever heard that Kalaya bit?
I don't know if I've heard of that one.
Yeah, it was.
Sounds wild.
It was the bud of time at that time that would melt your face.
The face melter.
That was face melter. Don't quote me.
All right, we will. We'll look for it later on.
Right.
Search Felons
From now
will
on.
look for this.
For
Great.
my next trick, I will be vaporizing some Miracle Mango rosin. This stuff is absolutely incredible. Some of the yummiest hash I've picked up in quite a while. This is my second gram of this stuff. It's one of my favorite things about cannabis is anytime I go to the store, I can pretty much get something new.
And it's cool watching you like load the chamber and then all that. Like that's a cool way to do it.
Thanks, man.
Because then when he hits the button, this is a combustion chamber too, so it melts it down right in there.
The tech has gotten way higher, like the old days. I mean, the volcano is solid always, but
Yep, I've got a volcano.
now it's just like crazy dab rigs with like torches and
Yeah. That's exactly what we were saying.
I don't know how
Cheers,
some of my
everybody.
buddies dab so
That's
hard.
incredible.
Stuff puts me to Betty by.
I know. I was saying that, and when we
You
started,
gotta have a big tolerance. If you're not smoking all day every day when you're smoking flower, then you don't need to do dabs.
that.
Unless you just need to go to bed. Yeah.
Well, this stuff will really ramp up your tolerance quite a bit, unless you're incredibly deliberate. Because you can just do really small dabs. It's it's possible to just vaporize the tiniest amount, but it's also just so much easier and kind of more fun to do more and bigger dabs.
Man.
I think I might load up a game of Rocket League after this, just to give that a shot streaming for you guys.
Sweet.
I'll have to.
That was a lot of O's, man. I feel like Easy's probably got some skills. I know we saw it in Miami, but I don't think he wants to go
What do
live
you
on the
play,
camera.
Easy?
The what?
What games do you play? You said you have skills. What kind of skills you got?
Oh, I thought I was talking about ganja skills.
Right?
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
was
ganja
talking
skills
that
are cool too.
But yeah.
Now, I worked in kind of the more of the CBD area for a good few years. Helped some friends kind of get their CBD business up and running here in Northern Cali. Of course, I've worked other pot farms and stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's growing up in Northern California, you kind of get you get into that culture fairly easily, and being in a kind of rural and agricultural area like permaculture and stuff. So some pretty cool, growings going on.
Nice.
For gaming, I wish I had more time to play. I mean, most of my free time, if I have it, is more exploring metaverses, whether that's, checking out. I mean, you could say like Sandbox is kind of like playing if you go over to one of their events and you like finish the things and maybe get some like rewards.
I have a doggy.
Oh,
Right on.
doggy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Me too.
I've done that. You have a doggy too? Yeah, let's go, my doggy.
But yeah, for me, it's more worth jumping into Mona or Voxels or Decentraland or Sandbox and kind of check events out there than spending the same time I would have, like, I don't know, playing like Blankos or some crypto space commander games or which I have. Just don't have a lot of time.
I feel that. Which one do you feel like takes your attention the most out of all those that you named? Which is like your favorite or most go-to?
I would say my favorite. It's hard to say. Crypto Voxels has, kind of special place in my heart because it was there from the beginning. And there's a lot of cool art and just epic builds and stuff. But I've
Okay.
been having fun when Mona doesn't lonely shard me. It's a super fun one. And then what was another one I just jumped in the other day?
Mona?
actually,
Oh, that was cool. Like there's a bunch of cool shit going.
we had a
I don't
really
think
fun.
I know Mona.
Let's see if I can share my screen. Actually, we had a really fun field trip to one. Just
Oh, yeah.
watch this.
Dude, I was sad when NFT Worlds died or had to kind of rebrand. I'm excited to see what they do, but rest in pepperonis. Oh, this is Hyperfi?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know this one. And what was the other one you said? Mona? I don't know Mona either.
Yeah,
This-
Monaverse.
Original
Yeah,
list.
the hyper.
Monaverse.
Yeah, you got to jump on the pizza.
I know
This is just like a
Crypto
goofy
Voxels.
platform game. But
I know Decentraland and Sandbox. Although I haven't
and
really messed with Decentraland at all, and I know Blankos.
what's the Neos? Neos is like a super awesome one. I haven't gone to anything over there for a while.
Monaverse, interesting.
I know Musashi's done some big builds over there. Neos is like an open source, like free to build stuff.
Yeah,
Which had some really.
Yeah, actually, Bolt EVM has one of the coolest Neos builds. That's something, of course, that Musashi and Bogey have built.
Dude, look at my
And-
freaking kitty back here. He's so cute.
Bogey actually imported the Blender work of art into Neos, and we'll be showing off some killer stuff. This is for the Stepping into Ether project.
this one was like an homage to Ball of Ross. But yeah, this is in Monaverse.
Interesting.
You hop into the 3PS Hyperfi as well. That's what Binks
Cool.
and Acapella
This looks kind of cool.
Fromobile. We crashed it yesterday.
Yeah, well, that's what it's all about, right? See what you can break. Like,
Absolutely.
yeah, some of this stuff is pretty crazy, man. Like,
Very
it is-
interesting. I might
yeah,
have to check both those out. Monaverse and Hyperfi. And no, there was one other one.
oh yeah,
Neos. But Neos is a app-based, PC-based for right now. So you have to download the Neos app. It's a pig. Sorry.
But
Hyperfi is
With Neos, just to double check, you can just go into a link on someone else's build without having to download the client, or did I at some point download the whole client?
I'm pretty sure you have to download the client. It's not web-based yet, unless that something's changed.
Maybe I do have it somewhere. I'll have to check. I thought it was just like to build. Yeah, you have to have account and download the client and stuff. I wonder if I probably have it. I'm probably just
Well,
remembering
with
wrong.
Neos, you can run headless, which is, you build the server all on, share it with other people, or you do it out on the cloud. Two different ways. But from everything I know, in order to do, yeah, pretty sure you need a client.
Gotcha.
Did you already talk about the caster thing that you dropped in there, Felons?
Just briefly, it was just, through Broadcaster, they use the caster backend to provide a means to create an NFT. You mint it, and you can specify how much it costs for somebody to acquire one. You generate one, then it could be, people can actually purchase it. And I made
Yeah.
mine free for the moment. But
I think
right now,
it's like if you go to the Broadcaster app, you can watch it and you can subscribe to it, right? And if you subscribe to it,
And
then
that
it alerts
mints
you.
a new one, basically.
I think you need to experiment a little bit. Part
Yeah,
of it
that's
is it's
super
supposed to
cool.
notify you when something's going live. I think.
That's
That's
very
smart.
interesting.
'Cause when
That's a cool concept.
Yeah, when I clicked the link, it took me over, and it was kind of just doing a loading thing. But I was like, shit, is that just gonna like stream inside the NFT if I had it purchased?
So what I need to do to make it start streaming, it's just like Twitch, where I would get the streaming key and put that into OBS, and basically I'll instantly start streaming the second I
Pretty
turn.
cool.
Yeah, it's not a ready to stream, turn on stream. Basically, once you say go live on OBS, you're there.
Very
Yeah, I
cool.
mean that's pretty
That's a cool
cool
concept.
to have. Like if I just, I opened it up on my computer, you hit that little chat and it's like, choose a username and a password. It's like signing you up without even leaving the freaking OpenSea viewing of that NFT. Pretty
Exactly. Yeah, it's
nice
just
stack.
sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And apparently all the major minting, or rather marketplaces, allow for viewing of it. And so what were they saying? Rarible and is Foundation, can you look at things that way? I forget. They have a list of all the different platforms that actually allow for viewing the video in the native marketplace.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, so Bogey turned me on to that. Bogey and Co. I mean, they got me on Bonfire to work on. I put NFT Music Hall .fire. It's the new website there. Actually, no, I put felens.net. Sorry, felons, but felens.net, and soon NFT Music Hall.
Bonfire seems pretty dope too. I learned about it through PageDAO.
Oh, I know Bonfire.
Yep, it's
I
killer.
used to work with Bonfire when I was working with Rally. Do they do streaming on Bonfire?
Well, through Bonfire, their favored streaming platform is one that I didn't like. I can't remember. Is it? It's not Coop. It is
Do they do Twitch?
Wait, is it Dark Block? No, that was
Beam. I think it's Beam.
Okay.
Which
I think where you can have like unlockable stuff kind of connected to Bonfire, if I'm remembering right.
exactly.
Yeah, you can do all sorts of cool stuff on Bonfire.
Yeah.
I used to do some dope stuff on there. I had like a lot of my NFT project run through that, where like if people owned a certain NFT or a certain number of NFTs, they got access to like special ways to mint more.
Man, we should talk.
Yeah. Cool. That's really cool.
Are you
Yeah,
still
you can do
doing
some
that?
really cool stuff on Bonfire. I like it a lot. 'Cause I was doing like a generative AI art NFT project with my community. And like one of my crazy ideas was like that the more you had, or like the more you created, you would like level up. So like when you first made them, you would have like a certain amount of like rerolls or like alterations you could make. So like basically as you create more NFTs, you like gain experience that allows you to create even more like detailed and cooler ones, or have like certain advantages into creating cooler art. I'd like to do something like with that eventually.
Nice.
All right, let's try a game. We're going in, everybody. I'm in my placements right now because I haven't played it all. But this will be like champion 1, champ 2 level.
So those guys turned me on to a video editing tool called KDen Live. And
Say it again.
KDEN Live.
Interesting.
And it is just an incredible, it's open source at that, but it's like
I'd love a link to that because I'm a big video editor.
yeah, so I would compare it to Final Cut Pro.
Okay.
It is so Kelvin, Dano, Edward, Nancy.
If I could just get the link or have it typed somewhere, that would be ideal.
Oh, no way. I have to do it old school. Come on.
Oh my gosh, dude, I'm playing Rocket League.
Okay, fine. Say hello to my little
God.
train.
Oh, jeez.
Love my train. You gotta love my train too.
I fucking hate my teammate.
All right, Caden Live. Second. .org.
This is like my first ranked game on my new computer here, everybody. So you're in for a treat.
Yeah, so I was
just
mentioning that.
fucking AFK'd for a second though, like an idiot.
Holy crap! Look at this.
These guys on the other team were like yelling at each other, I think. I don't really know what they're doing.
Yeah, Rocket League's a good one. I like
was a
anybody who
great
hasn't
goal.
tried it before.
It's beautiful.
It's like it's easy to get in and understand the rules, but it's got a ridiculously high skill like cap thing on it.
It has one of the highest skill ceilings.
I'm still here. I'm just popping in and out.
Yeah.
No worries, man. Yeah, one of the highest skill ceilings. I think it's one of the best esports because it's really similar to soccer, which pretty much everyone in the world knows. And just about anybody can like kind of look at this game without knowing anything about video games or this video game and kind of like know when someone's winning or losing.
Yeah, that's actually a really good call out. Like certain other games that are popular, like League of Legends is a good example of one where it's like if you don't play the game, you have
no idea what the hell's going on, man. So I'm in a 2v3 now. My teammate left. I believe though.
What other big games? Like I know first-person shooters are a fun one, but that's another one where it's like if you don't understand what's happening, like you just see people dying or not dying. Like there's no real indicator and who's winning if you don't know where to look. This is very much like soccer.
Yeah, and first-person shooters are kind of interesting because like it's like a gamer-specific thing where it's like it's a common thing. So it's like if you know one first-person shooter, then you can kind of like adapt that knowledge into any first-person shooter because it's like, okay, I know shooting people from this perspective, like that kind of makes sense. So then like that genre kind of has its own pre-programmed audience where it's like as long as it's a first-person shooter, you could make it all sorts of like crazy and weird, but there's going to be this huge portion of gamers that know exactly what's going on for the most part, you know? But yeah, Rocket League plays upon like an entirely different thing where it's just like it's like a what's the word? It's like an ancient part of our brain is used to like watching a ball bounce around, you know. I'm sure it's been like thousands and thousands of years that we've been doing stuff like that.
Then you add slow-mo zoom, which is super awesome. Yeah. These other guys play this as well. I mean, I should introduce you to Bogey and company. You probably have a lot more in common Or just all
All right,
of
I
it?
want to try to get one good game for you guys.
Do it.
Yo, Jack, am I the only one here from the crew?
Yeah, dude, you're the only one who came through. You're my hero.
Told you, my boy, bro. It was that Facebook hack.
Yeah, dude, we're friends for life. Because we're on Facebook.
It's all right. Maybe we brought some new people to this crew now. Got some cool
Dude, who's in my
content.
crew now? Who's that? Who's
I'm-
part of the dab crew?
Well, I'm following you.
Yeah, Tricks.
I would like to, like,
We were playing
yeah,
against a full team last game. Now there's only, or it's a bunch of solos, so this should be a different flavor. Those guys were also like talking hella shit in Spanish, like from the get-go the last game. Rocket League is a very emotional game. You can really easily get in people's heads. It's all about the vibes. Fuck, that's a good goal. What a save. Oh, I'm getting bumped everywhere.
and it's been a while since I played, but yeah, this makes me want to fire it up and start playing.
You're
'cause I haven't
quiet. I
played for a
cannot
while.
hear you right now. I'm afraid. Oh my god, what a save.
I was just saying I need to get on and start playing again. Man, I like the game, but maybe some of us could start playing, and then next time around, we might actually be a little closer to be able to help and not hinder you.
You're looking at about 4,200 hours here of gameplay.
Yeah, I've definitely played, but I've only probably put in like 50, 70 hours, so I've like definitely not even past the noob phase. Because yeah, but as I said, it's one of those like if you've played, like yeah, you're pulling off some pretty good angles that every time I try to do, I get angry because I can't do it. So,
Yeah. But like you said though, if you've got 50 hours of gameplay, you play another 20, 30 hours, you know, you're a huge margin better than you once were, which is one of the super fun things about Rocket League when you first start is like you get so much better so fast. And you're like gaining new skills, like you're like leveling up, but it's like when you learn to like eventually like fly and stuff. And if you want to keep leveling up, it pretty much never stops with this game as far as like all the different stuff you can do. It's crazy.
yeah, I think this is a fun one for like get different
Let's
groups.
go. Look at the pass.
We've done Mario Kart a few times in the past, and that's a similar, but it's different.
The demo into the clean double touch bouncerino.
Oh yeah, the replay got that.
Holy shit, I'm getting fucking blasted. Yeah, missed the ball. Oh god, this is bad. Nice. Nice. Where am I going? Uh-oh. Oh, okay, that was so close. I don't like this. Nice, clear. Boost steal. Yoink. And we're in. Boost steal number 2. They're starved. Goal time. Oh, that's scary. Oh my god, my teammate put it in. Yikes. That's what I get for trying to be cool and predict the goal for you guys. This is a good game. Dude, I am so excited. My PC is playing so well. Oh no, it's a freebie. Fuck. And we're down. Bro, his sunglasses come in like that? What the fuck? I've never seen that. That shit's crazy. I have never ever seen that. I haven't played in a while. No! I can't believe I missed that demo. Bruh. Come on, team. Oh, fuck. Please, no. Okay. No. How sad, man. He's just there. That was really well played off the wall, to be honest. I was so close to blocking that, man. Fuck. Bro, what the fuck? They have 11 shots. No wonder we're losing. What the hell? Come on, team. Come on, hit it. Come on, team. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Find me. Bro, that's what you do? Oh my gosh, it's over. Oh, it's over. Oh no. Yeah. So it goes, man. When you get to this level of Rocket League, you gotta just focus on how you played, which I feel like I played pretty well. So I'm not super torn up. That was a fun game.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Dude,
I'm fine.
yeah. I don't know.
Dude, I've
yeah.
gotten really upset. I used to
Well,
take
I would
Rocket. I've
too,
taken
man.
Rocket League very seriously, very many times, but it comes and goes in waves. It's not
Well,
very
for
serious.
me,
right now.
it's gotten like I can't even take it seriously if I'm just picking up pug groups. Like it's different if I've got a group like one or two friends that I'm like we've been practicing with, but I don't know. Every time I get in a group with people, like half the time, it's right. If you can't carry the game,
Dude,
I don't know.
that's the fun of threes to me, though. It's like you can. It's just a lot harder.
Yeah.
I had 4 saves, not enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, they had freaking 12 shots to our 4. That'll do it.
Right. Yeah. You don't make any shots you don't try for. I know. That's.
Yeah.
So
just
do
gotta
you
be.
just play with keyboard and mouse?
I'm using a
Ah,
PS5 controller.
Yeah,
Cool.
this is definitely one that I recommend highly, getting yourself a game controller than trying to do keyboard.
Yeah, it's a little easier to pick up on a controller, but there's plenty of really high level players that play mouse and keyboard. It's definitely tougher to do though, in my opinion.
I'm
Dude,
realizing
I
I
just want to
gotta
win a game.
take care of some things. I just want to say it was good to meet
Dude, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
Oh shit, Kirby's in here. What's up, man?
you and Dro.
Peace out.
Yeah, definitely. And you guys should head. I don't know if you like any jazz. The show that's gonna be happening tonight. Very cool band. So anyway, have a great one.
In TokenSmart?
Yeah.
TokenSmart Lounge, Voxels,
Yeah.
as well as the NFT Music Hall and Voxels, and in Spatial and Binks is just give a thumbs up or what. Are you gonna have it in your Hyper-Fi as well?
Best jazz in the metaverse.
Yeah.
Kirby,
We
let me know if you want to play some Rocket League, man.
Yo, what up, Jack?
yeah,
we
we try to make
No.
sure that we
Take it
post
easy,
it in
guys.
here too, though.
Dude, let's do another dab. Let's get our heads right for this next game. Dude, I really want to win a game for you guys.
Yeah, I was playing a bunch of games of hoops earlier.
Yeah? How'd it go?
It was all right. You know, I'm climbing. I'm back, almost back into diamonds, so I'm all right.
Dude, did you saw that I bought the new PC, right?
Yeah, how you liking it?
Oh, it's fucking killing it, man. It was such a good deal. I'm so stoked for it.
Yeah, it looked like a really good deal, and like the backstory on it was like, okay, that just was super convenient.
Yeah, right. I was like, I met the perfect dude for to buy a PC up from.
Yeah, they were some killer specs.
For anyone in the Discord who's curious, I was just like looking on Craigslist for a PC, and this guy posted one that seemed like almost too good to be true. It was like a 3080, it's a really nice i9 processor, and other good stuff. I'm not super knowledgeable on computers, but as far as I could tell, it was like a really good deal. Because just based on the research I had done, you know, anytime it was like a 30 series card, it was almost always over $2,000. I saw a lot of like even 2080s that were like $2,200 and stuff. But this computer has like a 3080 in it, and also all sorts of other goodies. Um, and when I met the guy, he was like, "Yeah, I built this computer for my dad." He's like, "I kind of just build computers for fun sometimes. I built this one for my dad for his birthday as a surprise, but then he went and bought his own computer. So now I have nothing to do with it. So I'm just trying to get some of my money back for it." Uh, and it worked out really well. He was like a young guy in the IT world, basically, and he even told me like, he's like, "Yeah, if there's any problems with it, like, here's my number. I'd be happy to help you out." And seems like a really cool guy. So I was like super stoked. And basically, so I got a computer off Craigslist, but it's essentially brand new. The only thing that's even been used on it, other than like him testing it out, is the GPU, which he said he got cheap from his friend because he tried to upgrade his computer to a 3080 and decided it was way too powerful for him. And so he just kind of like, I think but I'm sure he gave him some money for it, and like probably traded him for like a crappier graphics card. He was like, "You don't want that 3080? Yeah, I'll give you this random card that I have here that won't take as much space or whatever." So yeah, I like that. If anyone wants to play any games with me, let me know. I think I'm gonna just play a few more here. Like I said, let's do a dab though. Is there any way, Tristan, that you could show um both my camera and the gameplay? Are they like next to each other, or is it just a gameplay?
I don't know. I can check it. I think we got the. Oh yeah, actually, if I should be able to.
Who's trying to smoke with me, Kirby? You want to do a dab or something?
I'm always smoking, man. I'm just chilling over here, smoking the whole time while I popped in. So
What are you blazing on?
today we're smoking on some sweet zombie grown by me, and it's been in cure for like 6 months now. So it's really good. It's tasty. I mean, it's got like more of like limonene terpenes.
Nice. Oh, that's perfect, Tristan. That looks
Alright.
great. Do you want to turn? Are you down to turn your camera on and like show off what you're smoking on, or anything like that? Because you would be the first person to go camera up for us, other than Tristan. Shout out, Trislet.
Well, mine won't let me turn my camera on. It said I ain't allowed.
Oh, really?
Well, you could have shared that with us. We'll get you the permissions probably. That's our bad. I thought you couldn't for personal reasons, is why you said.
Nah, it's literally it says not, I'm not allowed.
Dude, yeah, I thought you were like breastfeeding or something.
Yeah, I'm over here sucking right on a titty, my boy.
No, you're feeding someone.
I just gave you permissions. Try it. If it doesn't let you, you might need to leave the voice chat and rejoin. But
Yeah, if you leave and rejoin that usually does it with permissions for sure.
It didn't work.
No, darn.
No.
Let's see.
Yeah, it says you can't stream into this channel.
What if you do? Can you do camera? Oh, Kirby's got his camera. Score.
Try that.
Is that a Fortnite background? What is that? Is that AI generated? No. It's a Discord thing. You're muted also.
Yeah,
all of a
yeah,
sudden.
yeah. It made me do push to talk on here too. So but I
Oh,
just have to remember
nice.
to. My stoner brain had to remember to actually push the button. You know. But yes,
You're good.
it was just it's like some like Neo Tokyo like background that was on Discord already. So I was like, fuck yeah, let's use this.
That's kind of cool. It's kind of trippy.
But I think it'll bug out when I do. You know, when I try to do that. Oh no, it's fine.
Yeah, as long as it's in front of your face, you're good.
Oh yeah, let's put
Within
my
the
face.
confines of your face. There you go.
Yeah, but she's nice. This is one of the larger colas on the top that was
Beautiful.
still available. Yeah, and you know the good old here's do the face in front of the jar. You know, I could it's
Pull
because
it closer to your face.
Yeah, let's
You
see.
gotta put it like right in front.
I'll turn off the virtual background here. Change video background. None. There we go.
Hey.
There we
Nice
go.
art. I see a Isaac on the wall.
Yeah, we got Isaac, we got Bowser,
yeah.
we got some Princess Mononoke, we got some. What else do we got?
Oh, is that that's a Finn and Jake in the style of My Neighbor Totoro?
Yeah.
Is that what I see? Oh,
Correct.
dude, hell
Yeah. Here, actually,
that's right. I got the eye.
we're actually smart about our art. So hold on here.
Smart art. You're in TokenSmart, so you better be smart. This is a smart ass toker, guys. He gives me a run for my money for sure.
All of it has it's all Velcro backed, so like we can just take it off and put it back on at will.
Love
we can
it.
move it around. So
yeah, Velcro, dude. You would use Velcro. I love Velcro. I got Velcro right here. Check it out. It's literally a yeah. That's a sick.
But yeah,
That's
she
so
did.
cool.
She just painted this up and
Anna did.
Yeah, Anna did this. Yeah.
No way, dude. That's fucking epic. I would spend hella money on something like that.
I tell her that all the time, but she doesn't want to do art. Actually, I have some art on the desktop that I can share with you too. That we're doing. We're filling in. We're actually working on a small coloring book right now. Actually.
No way. That's epic. I would love.
I'll show you some of that in a sec too. Yeah.
Yeah, you've sent me a few things by her, but that one is next level. She did all those. Those are so good, man. That's awesome.
She did some of them, but I did some of them.
You did some too?
Okay, so here's the
Yeah,
caveat. I'm no artist. What she did is she did the drawing and all that stuff.
She'll like,
and I just
and then you like trace it or paint it, or she'll like trace it on for you, or just do like the raw art. That's awesome, dude. That's so cool.
Yeah, so I just told her what I wanted. So with the Isaac one, I was just like, can you just draw me like a rough Isaac and then I'll just do it? And she was like, yeah. And then like so the Bowser up in the top is mine. And then the Cubert is mine because we played a lot of Cubert religiously when we were at the arcade. So I was like, and I loved Cubert as a kid, so I was like, let me get the Cubert going.
Very nice.
And then that giant Mononoke one. And then she did hold on, I'm gonna grab you this one. This is the one I like that she did during the pandemic.
Okay. See, this is what I wanted, everybody. Show and tell. This is awesome. Although we've been doing a lot of telling as well, but now we got some showing, some sick showing.
It's probably reversed. But it's
social distancing from toxic people. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Love it. Is the art from like an anime or something, or is just a
I don't remember
character?
where she gets these things from. A lot of these things she's really good at doing, like female art, like just if it's a female form, she just does
like female character design. That's fucking cool. Yeah. Very cool. Hell yeah. I fucking love it.
See, that's something that, we all love a lot of that. Get a lot of artists and different creatives in here to like show off some of the work they're doing and stuff. And some of that was really cool stuff, man.
Yeah, that's kind of what TokenSmart is about, is kind of like highlighting creative people like ourselves that are also into crypto and Web3 type stuff. I want to show off my Velcro for you guys. So check it out. Look how accessible it is. Right down here. Boom. And I've got it Velcroed on, so I can just detach my Velcro on the fly.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you have your like Velcro set up like that, but I thought that was pretty cool. This is the first time I've done that. I've been using Velcro for a long time. It's like one of my favorite things to have around, just to like mod stuff kind of and put things where you want them.
Here's one of the the picture she's drawn, and I learned how to do gradients recently with the hair. So we're slowly coloring this all in.
Here, I'll show you this for you guys on my screen, on my camera. Boom.
So that's what we got going on so far. So I've actually learned about different gradients. So I've been putting like, I made her hair weed the other day. I just put it whatever I want. I made the actual, so I have another one where I actually colored the pizza with a pizza gradient and then the crust with like a crust gradient that I just like clipped off the internet.
Oh yeah, that sounds cool, man. I love it.
You can see over here, you get like the gradients over here.
My cat just decided he wanted to join the party, everybody. Look at this fucking goober. He's like, my time. Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, it's just.
Hi. That's awesome, man.
Oh, here's the one with more colors now.
Okay, a little more progression.
Yeah,
Love
but
it.
this, but me obviously messing around. If you look at the pizza, you can see that the cheese is just a gradient that I chose.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't know. I was like, I had never even used gradients before this, but it was like one of those things where you like teach yourself, you know, as you go.
Yeah. That's what it's all about, man. Fucking love it. Dude, you know what you might enjoy? I used to create art on this place called Hit Record that Joseph Gordon-Levitt created. It's like they may basically like, it's like an art collective, but you can also like work on, they'll do like bigger projects and you can just like submit to them, and sometimes they'll use your stuff, and if it like makes them money, you'll get paid. So I did like a few voiceovers in the past, like when I was like in college, that got used on like one of his tours, and I made like $60 off of it or something, just because they used like 10 seconds of audio that I made.
That's sick.
Like all sorts of different, they do all sorts of different projects and art, like every type of creation out there. You can just kind of submit it, and then people will like remix it. So you don't even have to like submit it to a project. You could literally just like post some of Anna's art, and then someone would probably like see it and then be like, oh my gosh, that would be so great for this project. And then someone would like remix it, and then you, every time someone remixes it, you get like credit and notified. And
that's pretty sick.
Yeah, it's a really cool platform. I want to start making stuff on there again. I used to really be into it.
Anna has so much stuff that she says is crap, and then I'm like, you don't understand that what you think is crap, what people think is amazing. So you have to like gauge that in your brain. Like sometimes I'm like, oh, this weed that I grew is crap, and then other people are like, this is the best I've ever had. And I'm like, I'm sitting over scratching my head like, no, and then they're like, but maybe they haven't had the things that I've had. You have to think that other people haven't lived your walk of life for XYZ.
Yeah.
Well, also, yeah, everybody's their own worst critic, man. That's something that's hard to get over, right?
100% correct.
Man, I'm not sure how much longer we should be going on this thing, but we actually just crossed a 420 mark in a
420 West Coast. Is it already that time? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, 2 minutes ago.
Is it time to have a rip?
Yes,
it just might be. Did I not do it? Yeah, I never did a dab. I think I talked about doing one and never did it, huh? I was like, yeah, let's do a dab, and then we just started.
No, you convinced me to get in here.
We got Walshy here too. He showed up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just give me 1 second here. I'll turn my cam on for a rip.
Let's do it. Fuck yeah.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Oh fuck, it's clogged.
Oh no, dude, that's exactly what happened to my rig right before my last dab. Before went live, my other dab rig, this guy clogged up on me right there at the top.
I'm enjoying some Master Kush distillate today.
Master Kush Disty.
Some heavy indica.
Consumption method.
This is
like a dab rig.
I just use one of these. It's like a pen, but it's shaped like a Zippo.
Oh, nice. Is it like a cartridge?
Yeah. So it's like a distillate cart like this. It's one of the high concentration ones. I like it because when I vape it in the house, it doesn't leave a smell. And one puff is like enough for me to feel satisfied for several hours.
Oh damn, that's solid.
dude, your camera is up on his end, but I can't see you on my end. You're like, oh, there you go, wall sheet. Fuck you. Do you got a green screen background, or is that just a?
No, that's
Is
a
that digital
green
or real?
screen. That's
What do you do
real.
with that thing? You make content?
I just use it because it's kind of fun to have whenever I have like video
Dude, green
calls and
screens
stuff.
are so fun. You can do
Yeah, I'm
fun
on
stuff.
Zoom a lot for work, right? So like whenever the markets are crashing, I'll have that "This is fine" background, and instead of the dog, it's me in the burning room.
Oh yeah, that's great.
There we go.
I'm heating up, everybody. Cheers.
Ooh, that looks
Cheers.
tasty.
Yeah.
Always with the crazy dab cam, man.
That's a
Always.
wild POV.
I cannot go on video anymore. I suppose my camera is broken.
No worries,
What-
Joe.
What
Yeah,
rig are you rocking there, Jack? Is that a Dabco or Joy?
This is a Dr. Dabber Boost Evo here. I'm a
It
big
looks
fan
similar
of
to what
Dr.
I've seen Deesfi using.
Oh yeah, yeah. Deez uses a Puffco, I'm pretty sure.
Puffco. There we go. Yeah.
Although I'm sure he's got all sorts of different ones. He might use a Dr. Dabber from time to time as well.
He's got like the heated spoon, the heated scoop. You don't even need to use something else to scrape it off. You just push a button and it slides off from the heat. So
Yeah,
so
I got-
fancy.
I got
Back in
one
my
fancy.
day. Back in my day, we twisted one of these with some tin foil.
I don't know what happened
Oh,
to my
yeah,
camera, bro.
dude.
I have a built-in camera to my laptop, and it's literally not even detecting it.
No worries, man.
Yeah.
Broken
I
forever.
appreciate the effort.
I said it's broken forever. It was just working the other day.
Nice.
I guess
Cheers.
not now. Maybe I
Reheat.
closed my laptop a little too hard,
Cheers.
you know?
What do you got over there, Tris?
I got a dry herb vaporizer, an
Oh,
Arizona.
nice.
I really like this. It's been tried and true. I think I've had it for a couple of years, and it's just always easy, and it always just works.
That's literally all that matters.
I've also got this thing, but I find it just the process of blowing a bag up is kind of daunting to me sometimes. But volcanoes are also kind of fun.
I have one of them too. Yeah, volcanoes are great.
I feel like it's cooler when
Can't
you've
go
got
wrong.
a group. Like then it becomes a
Yeah.
performance art, right? It's like,
When you got a
Yes.
group smoking together.
yeah. Well, I mean, like with the volcano and stuff, becomes like performance art when you got a group around you, right? While you figure out the bag.
Oh, for sure. Much more social.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Well, happy belated 420. Anybody on the East Coast right now? Or West Coast, excuse me, wrong coast.
It's 9:30 where I'm at. I'm on the Atlantic coast.
Oh, damn. 9:30. Wait,
West
you're
Coast?
up in Canada then?
Nova
Yeah.
Scotia.
I'm close. I'm in New Brunswick.
Oh, okay. Yep, a little bit further over. Yeah.
Yeah, so like bordering on Nova Scotia.
It's pretty cool, man. I think yeah, we might need to close down this stream soon. We've been going for a while, but
Dude, let's
think-
turn it off. Let's close it out right now.
yeah. I definitely
Unless
think I want to see you
anyone
guys come
demands
back
one
next
last
week.
Rocket League. But yeah, we can just tease you. Tune in next week for me to win a Rocket League game. I swear I'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Thursday night bake session, I think's a good idea, Tris. Make it a thing.
Yes, sir. I'll put it on the calendar and we'll lock it in.
Lock it in, sure.
Yeah.
I look forward to it, everybody.
Right
Thanks
on.
again for
Thanks,
having me.
guys.
Big
Tristan.
cheers.
Awesome. Thanks everybody for coming, and thanks Jack for everything. This has been really good and educational, right?
I try to share whatever knowledge I've acquired, you know. I try to remind people that it's just what I've learned from hearsay, you know. I'm certainly not an expert, but I definitely know a lot more than the majority of people.
Sweet.
Herbie knows a lot more than me, even probably, because he's been growing for a long time, and he'll make his own hash and stuff like that.
It takes time. It takes a lot of just like zoning out. I mean, I had the whole pandemic to like just basically do exactly only that. So yeah, when you have the time and when you're getting paid to do your hobby, that turns into your passion. Yeah, definitely.
Dude, that's crazy. That's
That's
awesome.
the dream.
Nice. Yeah. Dope. Good hang.
Cheers, everybody.
Yeah.
Cheers.
All right. Signing off.
Cheers. See you
Remember,
guys
toke
next
smartly.
We're token smart
Always.
in there. Yeah.
We're
Thanks for
token smart.
Thanks for TokenSmart with Jack the dabLad. You guys know where to find me if you ever want to connect or smoke again before the next sesh. We do daily sessions in my personal Discord as well, usually.
Wait.
Cool.
Peace, everybody.
Catch y'all around the